What up, YouTubers? Wasp back again. Time for another DVD madness. Today we're going to talk about the Hatchet films. There's 4 of them. We're going to do kind of a mini review on them. Just run through them, and there may be small spoilers. My feeling, you can't really spoil a Hatchet movie, but basically, here's spoiler alert to start. There's a crazy dude in the woods that kills everybody. That's the spoiler. That's what he does. That's the point of the entire movie. So there might be small spoilers in here, but nothing major. I don't think there's really any major spoilers to give, but we're going to run through the films, tell you how I feel about each one of them quickly, and wrap it up with that. So we're going to start off first with Hatchet, the first in the series. This one's a hair different than the rest. It is a little bit more of a horror comedy movie. I remember when this came out and I saw it. I think in the realm of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2-esque, probably even a little more goofy than that, not as dark. I'd say definitely more goofy than that and not as dark. I really like this movie. People have kind of views both ways on it. I love slasher movies that have just like the classic story. This one's way over the top, I guess, but it still uses that classic story where it's like you got a jock guy, you've got a nerdy guy, you've got a hot girl, you've got a hot guy, you've got like these categories of people, a stoner guy. You have like these categories of people that are the good guys, technically the good guy's character, even though you're basically cheering for him to get slashed up. This movie takes those characters and really brings them over the top. The practical effects in this movie are insane. They're very, very good. I love good practical effects. I like this movie a lot. Like I said, people kind of waver on it sometimes. Just know that it's more of a horror comedy. And none of these movies are really meant to be taken seriously at all, but this one is the goofiest of the bunch, but also a great one. Alright, next we've got Hatchet 2. Hatchet 2, the cool thing with this Hatchet series, other than the last film, which we'll get into the last film, is basically the Hatchet movies just end. They, like, at the end of the movie, it just kind of like stops. It's not like a real complete ending. And then the next one starts right there. So it doesn't start in the same storyline. It starts like where the camera cut, the camera turns back on at that exact spot, which makes it really cool. So like the first 3 are almost like one giant long movie because there's no like gaps between them. Like it start and stop one after another. This one is a little bit more serious than the other one, not as goofy, still has goofiness to it, but basically this group of guys are going to hunt Victor Crowley, the slasher. They're going to go out the woods and kill him. They have some ideas of how they could kill him because, you know, he's like Jason where you think you kill him and he's not dead, but they have some ideas of how they can get him, and that's their plan. So, that's this one. Very good movie. Once again, awesome practical effects. Really cool movie. Then there's Hatchet 3. I thought I had Hatchet 3, but when I went to watch all of these through recently, I didn't have Hatchet 3, so I had to stream it. I think it's on Amazon right now. If you have Amazon Prime, you can stream it. Hatchet 3 starts off right where Hatchet 2 ended, and basically they're going back out into the police go out in the woods, and like SWAT members go out in the woods they're going to hunt Victor Crowley. You know, they have like tactical gear and SWAT gear, and like it seems like a lot of these movies with these horror series have something like that. I think have some like police element one. It's a good one. It's not my favorite of the group. It's not my least favorite of the group either. Once again, really cool practical effects, but I just don't like the storyline as much because the good guy characters aren't as gimmicky. They're just like cops and stuff. Where the first 2, the good guy characters have more like gimmicky things going on with them. Even in the second one when they go out and hunt, all these guys have different things going on, and kind of makes you more interested in those characters. Where these police guys, you're just ready for them to get all mowed down. So there's that. Good practical effects once again. fits in with the first three movies very nicely. But now we have this one. Now, I've got a buddy, Vampire Mike, that I respect his opinion, but we have very different opinions on the first Hatchet movie and on this Hatchet movie. This is the newest Hatchet movie. Victor Crowley was just released recently. And this, I would rate Hatchet as the first three movies as, you know, top 5 horror movie series of all time. I love them. But this movie is a horrible movie. And I hate saying that because I love the series, but this one might have a few more spoilers than the others. This movie does a few things that I hate in horror movies that I just can't stand. One of them is trying to be like messed up just to be messed up. So you can say, oh, that was messed up. Like, something can be messed up, but it has to have like some quality to it or some reason that it's messed up. You can't just make like sick situations just to make it sick, you know. It's like Human Centipede's like that. I hate those movies because it's like the whole movie is just about like, let's see how crazy we can be, and then that's awesome just because it's crazy. Stuff can't be awesome just because it's perverse or sick or something like that. But in this movie, it does not start off where the third movie ended. It starts 10 years later. And it's about a guy that survived from the third Hatchet movie. He goes and writes a book. The funny thing about the guy that survived the third Hatchet movie, he dies in the first movie and he dies in the second movie, and he's back. He's in every single movie, but there's, you know, they take a plane out to go to the island, it crashes and stuff like that. But the things I hate about it is he's doing a book signing and a lady asks him to sign her chest, and she's like, sign it for my dad. Oh, like, it's just stupid. Like, I know it's supposed to be sick or funny, maybe, but I don't really find it funny, or it's just stupid. And then a guy whips his dick out and he wants him to sign his dick, which is another, like, just like, I don't know. I mean, I guess, like, I don't have a problem with nudity in a movie, but at the same time, like, it did serve nothing just to be like, it's funny because you see a guy's dick. Like, I don't know if just seeing a guy's dick is funny. I mean, there's probably things that you could do with seeing a guy's dick that could make it funny, but just a guy laying his dick out on a table, isn't that funny to me? It's just stupid. It's just like trying to be messed up and funny, where I found it stupid. There's also a part, basically, sorry, I'm jumping around on this fourth one because I hate it so much. But they're in that airplane, crash lands, and like 80% of the movie takes place in the like shittiest of all time, like crap airplane set. I'm assuming they had hardly any budget for this movie. There's another portion in it where a lady in the airplane is pregnant. They like announce that, and like then she just dies like right after that. So it's just like, we're just letting you know she didn't look pregnant or anything. She was just must recently have found out she was pregnant. But it's just like, they only told you she was pregnant just so when she died it was like more crazy or something. It was just stupid. It's just pointless. And most of the movie takes place in this shit airplane set that just sucks. There's very few practical effects. Most of the effects are CGI, which looks terrible because you can completely tell it's CGI. And I don't know if this movie would be as much of a disappointment and the CGI would be as much of a disappointment if the first ones didn't have great practical effects. I mean, the first three, like the whole gimmick behind the first three, that it's old school horror and it has like practical effects and it looks awesome. And this one, it's just terrible. It's a horrible movie. I hate it. So, anyways, that's my feeling on the Hatchet series. This new one, I can't stand it. I love the first three. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys. Sorry for jumping all over in this video. But I guess that's how it goes, isn't it? Alright. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.